Well, we're back in the ancient world, and Carthage is attacking in a glorious Rome 2 siege battle. As you can see here, their mercenary Italian swords already landing on the wall. Carthage softening up the defenses by sending in its hired blades first, before sending in their own true Venetian citizens. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another glorious Rome 2 siege battle. And we have a glorious 2v2 as Carthage and Nabatea assault against Saba and Tylis. Some interesting alliances, that is for sure. I mean, I guess we have a feud between two desert kingdoms. We have Nabatea and we have Saba, both fighting out. Maybe they've hired some Celtic or some Carthaginian mercenaries to help them. But yeah, certainly going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. As this artillery piece fires point blank range of these mercenary Italian swords. Poor guys getting focused down. But yes, I hope you guys have been enjoying the Rome 2 content. Certainly the last video did excellent. And I just can't thank you guys enough for all the support. Keep it up. And let's see if we can get the same sort of reaction from today's video. Which, if you are enjoying that sort of content, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show support. And it really does help out the channel. But yes, let's dive straight into this battle. And as you can see, Carthage dealing with that Bastion Ballistas caused them so much problem. And now we've got the Libyan infantry landing. Like I said, those Carthage sending in its mercenaries first to soften up. And now they're sending in the Libyan infantry, their own soldiers, to actually, you know, secure the landing position. We've got Carthaginian Cav, we've got General coming out, we've got lots of other nasties back here. We've got Carthaginian hoplites, more Libyans, Credans. I'm surprised we're not seeing any. Oh, there, I was going to say, I'm surprised we're not seeing any mercenary noble fighters, but they are in fact here. Nasty looking Celts, that is for sure. But yes, if you're wanting to send in your own Rome 2 replays and you don't know where to do so, then join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's the best place to send in your own replays and then have them covered by myself on the channel. Yes, we've got some Nabatean Axe Warriors landing here. I wouldn't say Nabatea is the greatest attacking like army or faction around. They haven't got exactly the most elite swords. The axes are pretty nasty though. I mean, we look at the stats: 37 melee attacks, okay. But yeah, they're not insane. I mean, like if you look at like the Libyans, for instance, 41, they're already a little bit better. I believe they have like a noble sword unit, which they might have brought. No, it doesn't look like they have. It looks like they're just spouting out the old axes. I mean, they got some pikes back there, and their archers, bizarrely, are all the way over on this side. They, I think they might just position them in the wrong position or forgot about them. I'm surprised no one sallied out to go and kill these guys, because they would have been for the taking. So this general here could have gone and got them. But yes, so it seems as though no spears being brought, and no, like, well, not their best swords being brought anyway either. But yeah, I mean, Tylis known for his tribal warriors, like a really cheap but very effective, very heavy infantry unit. They are very nasty, and I'm expecting to see these guys do some pretty nasty work. Let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be the Carthage and Nabatea alliance, or do you think it's going to be Tylis and Saba? I'll be interested to know what you think in the comments. It does seem as though we're playing on Bergala, if you hadn't realized, a very common map to be playing on in a Rome 2, siege. And one of the nasty spots to attack in Bergala is along here, which I'm surprised Saba is not taking up that position. You can put archers up here on this ledge, and you can fire down into the side, and you are going to struggle to get a defender out of that position. It's certainly a bit of a kill box. And Italian swords here, getting Javi, but also throwing their own Javis at the Mascat Marauders, which are a pretty nasty unit as well. I believe these are these guys might be an axe unit as well. Yeah, they are. They're throwing their Javis right now. They are an axe unit. So I have to see how these guys do. It'd be nice to have seen Nabatea up against Saba and then Carthage up against Tylis. I think that would have been a bit more of a fair fight for the two factions. But war's not fair. Can these guys through? Oh, I think they're throwing torches and burning this tower. I honestly thought they were throwing axes for a moment. Yeah, I was like, what are these guys doing? No, they're just throwing sticks that aren't even on fire. Like, how do you achieve to do anything? Fair enough. They know witchcraft that I don't. They're throwing sticks and burning stuff without even using fire. Here we go. We've got Celtic warriors. They're about to get attacked and hit hard by Javis here. Here come Nabatea and Axe warriors. And they go. I imagine these axes on a charge are pretty nasty. I don't know how they do in prolonged melee. Yeah, look at that. Already losing. I mean, they are medium up against light, so that's no surprise there. But we'll see how they do. I mean, the one problem with Titus is it doesn't have archers. It's only got slingers, so they're not really going to be able to support their fights by like shooting over the top. And I guess the same with Saba. They actually have quite weak archers, in my opinion. So yeah, they're kind of going to lack on range today. Are the defenders, which could go in favor of the attackers, who have got pretty decent range, Nabatea and heavy archers, and the Cretans being brought, which are actually now just landing on the wall by Carthage. So we'll see what happens there in the range department. But yeah, the only fight really going on at the moment is this one in this choke point down here. We've got a fierce fight between Titus and Nabatea. Yeah, I would have thought that the Axes need to possibly, I don't know, cycle out. Yeah, look at that. Celtic Warriors now winning decisively. This unit losing decisively. I feel like it's maybe got something to do with the Archer Tower firing, but also I think it's because they need to charge more. I think like initially they get a good charge off. I don't know about after that. Again, Nabatea sitting in 2 units, which seems like a bit of a waste. This one down to 35 though already, so maybe this one's already been thrown in. Or did it get crushed by a tower? Not sure, but yeah, they're not going to achieve much, I don't think, with 35 men against a full unit of Celtic warriors. There you go, they're going to retreat. Probably the smartest thing they can do. And yeah, no real assault being made yet by Carthage. He's still really waiting, I think, to bring in more of his troops. Or he's just weighing up his options, which is also fair enough. There's a bit of a kill box here, though. Titus has got going on. Some Celtic warriors here. All in a bit of a like kill box, just forming up like this, and they can just javvy in as soon as they want to and just get some pretty nasty kills, that is for sure. Got artillery coming in as well. I don't know why they're using fire ammo. If you're trying to bring down a wall, just shoot it with normal ammo. That's just the best you can do. Celtic warriors combat even against the Nabateans. Oh, artillery coming in. I think that might have been a shot that like overshot, but I'm not sure. I don't know what they're going for. I think he's trying to take out the gatehouse, which is at 7%. There's no damage on the walls. I just don't see the need to take out the gatehouse, to be honest. Maybe he is just trying to take out the Celtic warriors, but I mean they seem like they're fairly even actually, which is a bad sign for Nabatea if he can't beat Celtic warriors. Fighting in the shade over here. That'll hopefully keep them a bit cooler. What else will cool them off is the blood of their enemies. There you go, they're gonna, yeah, see, Titus is cycling his troops out. Just letting them freshen up a little bit for sending in a fresher, like, a more active unit, I guess is what it is at the moment. It's not actually fresh. It's costing him men, though. Every time he sends, like, pulls out a unit, he'll lose a load of men. Seeing the archers here fire, seems a little bit early to be shooting things like Mascot Marauders. I would be holding that fire. I mean, shooting Tribor is a little bit better, I guess, but you want to shoot into the backs or the sides of units in Rome 2. You don't want to shoot head on like this. The shield wall will take a lot of these shots and do a lot of, soak up a lot of that damage. These Celtics are starting to get burnt, shot up a bit. The Arch Tower, 90%, 100%, there you go. It should start to burn up now. I guess this is what they're worried about, the towers. They're just not that much of a problem, I feel, in Rome 2 in comparison. Seem like they are, oh gosh, they're actually going to win over here again. Now we're taking axes are in real trouble here. They've got to face tougher stuff than the Celtic Warriors today. If they can't beat these guys, I don't know if they're going to beat anything. Maybe Carthage is going to need the support over here. I mean, he's being really slow in comparison. He's sending his Celtics to take on a much larger Nabatean Axe unit. Wouldn't be surprised, if these Celtics won somehow. No, I'm joking. They should not win that. But certainly they should begin their archers up and starting to fire into the flanks of these Saber troops. I mean, they're doing damage already to the Mascats, but certainly maybe want to, I mean, this one's weak enough, 71. They can certainly send in the Italians to deal with them. I mean, if they can push them back here a little bit, they can then fire into this flank, and then they can just force them back here, and then all of a sudden he has more, he's taking more ground, his Carthage. But here we go, Carthage is going in for the first time. I mean, the Javies from the friendly units, I think, might have killed a lot of this Mascot unit, but I'm not sure. That's my my opinion. But yeah, the next line of defense now up is another unit of Mascot Marauders. The Italians to deal with. I feel like the unit behind is now Javying these Mascots a bit. I would just watch from their perspective. How many men are you killing of your own side? Go on, throw a Javy. There you go. Maybe not that time, actually. Maybe they're a little bit more accurate that time. We go into the next line of Italians. I think they're going to cycle out their Marauders. And as you can see, Nabatea has finally pushed onto here, and he is actually beating these tribal warriors. Maybe with their axes, they do much better against heavily armored units like this. Maybe that is the case. There you go, they beat back Saba, but I think that's mainly just because Nabatea is about to break through over here. Celtic Warriors are winning. Yeah, it certainly seems like the lighter armor stuff for Titus is doing much better in these fights against Nabatea. Nabatean Axe Warriors, you know what, they're beating back the Celtic Warriors here eventually. Finally, they've done a bit. The landing over here has been successful. I think that's mainly because it seems like Titus just gave up the ground. There's no fighting here. Titus has got plenty of tribal warriors back here. And Oathsworn. He's got plenty of stuff ready to go. Worry is that maybe Saba could end up getting troops cut off. If they engage here at the front, Libya, Carthage, then they could pressure and force these troops to stay in combat, and then if they can break through here, they can surround and bunch these troops. In theory. I mean, Carthage has the very heavy infantry to break through these troops easily. I guess he's probably wanting to save them for later on, for certainly like the tribal warriors. He's wanting to make sure he uses up these Italians as much as possible, and I don't understand that. Maybe even use up all of Nabatea's troops. Like, as the game goes on, there's only nasty stuff for Nabatea to face. They got some desert levy waiting. These poor guys who've been signed up. They're just like the locals. They're actually kind of pumped, you know, for fighting. You don't know what you're about to face, sirs. You're very light infantry. You've got to face very heavy infantry. It's like the opposite end of the spectrum. Got some evidence here of some ranged troops. Got those Celtic slingers I was mentioning earlier. Like I said, this is kind of Talis' best response. It's kind of his weakness as a roster that they can only bring like slingers. It's kind of a problem for them, but we will see. We will see what they can do. Looks like we're going to see Cretans come up. What are they going to do? I presume shoot these Mascat Marauders. Seems like we're just slowing down a little bit. After a lot of intense action, we are now kind of slowing down. Navatea especially needs a bit of a breather. He's lost a lot of men. He's just general inside. He needs it. But the Thorax Pikes, they will definitely be very key. I can see those guys being very, very useful. And that's something that, again, that the defenders don't have is pikes. They're going to be in trouble there. These archers, by the way, can fire right into the flank of these Mascat Marauders, which they really should be doing. They're firing, actually, at units ahead of them, when really they should be firing into the flanks. I mean, that one is actually looking the wrong way, so they probably are getting some really nice kills. But they want to shoot into the flanks of these guys, weaken them up, ready for the assault from Carthage. But we'll just fast forward while we wait. Because it just seems as though we are kind of just waiting on the attackers to maybe get into position. Looks like Navatea is wanting to go really wide, maybe even go all the way round, which is possible. You can kind of go down by the beach here, around, and then up the back. Maybe that's what he's going to do. I'm not sure. He's getting shot by a arch tower, which is a problem, I guess. Oh, he's just going to capture this. Okay, he's going to lose a lot of men from doing this, I feel. Or maybe not, I don't know. If he captures this, could maybe support him in the fight ahead, I don't know. Certainly maybe shoot these archers if they dare go on the walls. Yep, still shooting. Oh, there you go. Finally, they're shooting into the flanks of these units. These Mascat Marauders will start to drop. I mean, 107. Look at that already. 103. They get weaker and weaker with every volley. It's not quite back shots yet, but yeah, look at this. 84. Yeah, it's now the time to send these in. Send in the Libyans. There you go. They're moving. They know what's expected of them. They are the heavy troops of Carthage. Guess they're gonna Javi first, but I mean, I wouldn't bother with these desert levy. I know why they're here. They're here just to try and flank anything that attacks the Mascat Marauders, which is smart. But you just kill the levy off first, or bring up another unit, which is what they're doing. I just send in the Gallics, and here you go. They're setting up on this ledge, like I thought they might. Saber has got archers, and he's gonna just shoot, I think, into the backs of any troops that engage his Marauders down there. I've tried to get the angle so you can understand what I mean. But yeah, they can kind of loop over and just shoot into the back of any troops there, which should turn any fight in their favor. And that's really where Carthage now needs to send his archers over here, and just to try and shoot any Saber archers that make an appearance. Don't know what Navatea is doing. I know he is moving around here. I think he is going to go and try and attack from the back, which is not a bad idea. But we'll just go back to fast forwarding because there's not exactly anything going on at the moment, and I don't want to just sit and watch for minutes on end as both sides just kind of have a stare off. I mean, the archers are now dueling it out, and civilian archers are actually awful. These guys are some of the worst archers around. They're all dead. Well, not all dead, but a decent amount of them are dead. Cretans there. forcing them back. Still patiently waiting. Carthage is just waiting for the right moment to strike. I mean, I'm surprised that Saba's not taking this time just to retreat more men, maybe, and support Tyrus. Because I don't think they need this many men here. I mean, I wouldn't hold this position for that long. It's not exactly the most tenable position in the world. And it's not your best position either. There's definitely positions that they could hold that are much stronger. I feel like now that, if you remember all the way back to the beginning of the fight, you saw the Nabatean archers coming around from here. I said they'd left them behind and they were marching this way towards the towers. I feel like that moment is a huge miss now for these Royal Camel archers to go out and just run them down. They would be able to kill most of those guys. We now have Nabatea going in against Tribal Warriors. Let's see how well these guys fare against Axemen. Seems like they're doing okay. Yeah, combat even. It's not exactly easy to tell. I mean, these axes, I feel like I say, get a really good charge bonus, but then after that, kind of suck. Yeah, I think the Nabateans getting annihilated right now as we've got some mercenary Thracian Peltas up here. They can't even see what they're throwing at, but they're throwing over this hill and they are killing dozens of Nabatean warriors right now. You can see that they're trying to silence them. They are focusing them down at the moment with these heavy archers, getting some decent kills as well, forcing them back. But the Thracians done their job. They helped the tribal warriors win this fight. Here we go, the tribal's going to go in again. I mean, if I was Nabatea, I'd have lured them out of the choke point first. I'd have retreated a little bit more just so you could get an angle to maybe flank these guys. What's that? Is that maybe the Peltas breaking? I'm not sure. We now also have Carthage engaging over here by the looks of it. Yep, Carthage going in. Not as Libyans as I thought, but we've got the mercenary Gallics that have been sent in. Here we go. More Libyans being thrown in. These Libyans should easily beat these Mascat Marauders. I mean, they are very heavy, like I said. But we have seen Sabas push back these Italians here, but they have probably bit off more than they can chew. Those Italians are probably finished. Still got quite a lot outside, like I said. We still got mercenary noble fighters, Carthaginian hoplites, got some cav. Yeah, more Libyans and Carthaginian hoplites. They probably want to start, like I said, get these guys in. Carthage is eventually going to run out of reserves, and he's actually losing this fight. I'm really surprised. Mascat Marauders are pretty good, but I didn't think they were like beat Libyan infantry good. I mean, I guess maybe are they getting shot from up here? No, the Sabine archers aren't even firing. They're getting shot at. Maybe the infantry here needs a bit of support. Second wave of Libyans got thrown in. And here we go. Now we see the Carthaginian player act. He's bringing in his reserves. Mascat Marauders beating the Gallic warriors. I'm, again, kind of surprised. Brutal fight though going on in this one choke point. And there's plenty more mascot marauders to replace those that die. They just keep on fighting. And they're actually retreating on this side. As I say, they keep on fighting. They're actually running. Oh, no, they're cycling out, sending fresh ones. And this is what I think Carthage can't deal with. It's like every fresh charge that these mascot marauders do is killing a good few Libyan infantry. And we've got Trojan archers coming in. That's not a good sign either for Carthage. These archers running out of ammo. There you go, Carthage being pushed back here. Cretan archers all been sent into combat just to kind of block up this gap until reinforcements arrive, which they are slowly. More Libyan infantry. They could really do some more. Nabatere over here, how's he doing? Seems like he's sort of pushing them back. I'm kind of surprised. I guess maybe the archer threat is just what Titus is scared of. These Gallic troops are probably like, who the hell are these people? Because they live like a half a world away from Saba. And they're winning. These mascot marauders. You know what? Saba's doing an okay job. They're not starting to fire their archers, but they have moved them back up. And as we saw, most of Carthage's archers are now out of ammo and are in combat. So these civilian archers shouldn't have anything to combat with or anything to worry about. There you go, pushing back these Cretan archers as well. I think that's actually every single Cretan archer now in combat. So I was seeing Carthaginian hoplites going. How good these spears can be on the attack, I don't know. It certainly didn't seem like they're in phalanx formation like hoplite wall. So that's also not going to help with their ability to fight, I believe. Nabatere is though making progress. I mean, it's, yeah, again, Tri-War is losing. Celtic ones are winning. They retreat once again. It seems like now Nabatere is taking on the role of cycling in and out, which is probably something he picked up from facing off against Saba. And Saba, as you can see here, is pushed Carthage out of the choke point. Huge, but not surprising. I honestly thought it might happen with the archers up there. Look at these mascot marauders are actually surrounded. These hoplites have like enveloped them. There's no escape. It's battle to the death for them. Now we've got the pikes coming in. I think it's personally a little bit early for the pikes, but they've got to do something. I'll be throwing in pikes maybe down here in this flank. Because I hope you guys are enjoying the siege. If you are, like I said right at the beginning of the vid, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. We are working towards 7k subs, and we're getting very, very close. And all I'm going to say is right now, Carthage should be flanking right now here. Flanking to get around those mascot marauders. Balance power right now is dead even. Could go either way. I don't know who I'd have my money on. I mean, it seems like... I mean, Carthage got a few tricks up his sleeve still. As does Nabatea with the pikes. But they've still got to come against some nasty units. There's still things like Oathsworn, more tribal warriors to come. I mean, the Mascot Marauders don't really have... Cyber's not got any much more to offer. I mean, he's got a nasty cav unit. We are actually seeing... Cav, by the way, just pulled through here for Carthage. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, he's just about to rear charge all these mascot marauders over here, cause them to break. While they were otherwise doing pretty well. Here we go, Butterfunger's gonna charge after these tribal warriors with his cav. Not a great charge. I don't know if he even actually gave the charge order. I think they were just riding after them. It's going to cost us... It might cost him his unit. I don't know. They're losing pretty decisively now. Oh, he's just running through the unit. I think he's trying to get after the archers up here. Yeah. There's definitely ways he could have done this without pulling through. But we're here now. Just needs to learn that's not okay to do. People get pissed if you just pull cabs just through units that it was fully engaged with. He's routed that arch unit. I think he's going to try and sneak past these tribals again. I want to see this Carthaginian cabs basically spent. Oh, I didn't realize that the camel general's being focused down. It's down to 22 men. And they've lost their general of Saba. Oh, I didn't even realize that. No wonder their morale's starting to shoot. But here we go. I mean, again, we're down to the last sort of 8 minutes. I think it's just a bit of a slow time as both sides kind of work out who they want to attack and where they want to attack. But bar maybe with Carthage. Carthage actually seems like he wants to go straight in. We're going to shoot him up first just a little bit. Just to weaken him. That's why you form shield wall. To avoid those sort of things from happening. They've still got quite a lot of archers, a lot of slingers, in fact. And here we go, Javi's coming in. Oh, jeez, these axe throwers are taking a beating. See how these axe throwers do. I mean, they've had a rough time against Celtic warriors all day. Will it be the same? I mean, who's got the better melee attack? It's 27, 37. They have 10 more. Jeez. Oathsworn have been sent in, though. Oh no, they're not the tribal warriors. I do apologize. We've got Cav in the back lines here. How many of these guys are left? 12, and they're still going after archers. Just give up, guys, and die already. These two Cav units have just been a pain. Here we go. We'll see what they do. I mean, we've got a general really up close here. They haven't got much left. It's narrowly just down to Tylus. A miracle to come through from Tylus. It might happen. But, I mean, he's going to deal pikes. I presume, like, maybe Athens, not Athens, Carthage still has ammo. In go more hoplites. Fresh hoplites. Now is the time to push up the pikes. Surprised they're not flanked around. Oh, as I say that, they do it. Now 10 axe warriors. I mean, you got to just try and flank and just give yourselves an option so that maybe the general can hammer and anvil this general here. And they've got a good chance of victory. Yep, now move this way. See if the general will engage and then try and hammer and anvil him. Here we go. We're going to see just that. Noble cavalry coming up. And look at this, an Oathsworn unit that's definitely trying to push through. It looks like it's trying to push through anyway. If this general unit here keeps cycle charging, he should get some results very, very soon. Or he can just cycle charge into the back of all this. That's why I bring Warcry, because if you bring Warcry, you can just start to do so much damage to morale really quickly. Here we go, a smash into the back of this back line here to support Nabatea and to support Carthage. Really nice charge. I mean, they did just pull through, but I don't know how much fighting there was actually going on ahead of them. But still, you need to be careful when doing that. General over here winning, decisively beating these Nabatean Axe Warriors. If they kill Carthage's general, if they kill Titus's general, I meant to say, then they've got a good chance that they'll win this with just a mass rout with the attackers. And these are the noble sword warriors, noble fighters, sorry. These are the right sword units you want to send in. That Oathsworn unit's been eradicated, down to 89 men already. They can certainly do a lot of damage, and I mean, I'll get this Nabatean Axe Warrior to come around. I mean, also the Cav here can get all of these slingers right in the middle at the moment. Very undefended. Very much up for the taking. Again, you can flank unit around here. There's a gap in the line. There you go. I mean, he's into the back lines now as that general. He's going to get those archers. This is just easy pickings for him. And again, he's pulling through. He should just stay in combat. Just stay in combat, you kill these guys. Like I said, it's why you bring Warcry, because you can then just pop and break stuff really quickly. Yeah, that general is just pulling through. He needs to be careful, really, when pulling through. I mean, he's going to break these units, but he was going to break them anyway. He has actually done it by cheating, by pulling through. I think you can break stuff really quickly. Yeah, here we go. Oathsworn getting pinned down against the pikes. Nabatean Thorax pikes getting stuck in. I really like this look of this unit. Nabatea used to be one of my favorite factions to play as. Not so much anymore, unfortunately. I just find that they're maybe it's just because I don't play enough Rome 2 anymore. But they just don't really have good infantry to stand in a good fight. Oathsworn General here still struggling on. One last charge from the General, perhaps. Smash them into these pikes. Here we go. Not a bad charge at all. Just ran down that unit. And then send in the Nabatean Thorax pikes to poke up the remains of these Oathsworn getting up. And they'll do just fine. But there you go. It's going to be a close finish. And we can actually see the General come in. They're actually popping so many abilities right now. Intimidate. They need to use Warcry as well. Just to make sure that these units break. But yeah, it's actually coming down to very little left for both sides. There you go. General slamming on in. It's a shame there's no friendly fire because he just killed himself on his own pikes. And that could have then changed the fight. I think the General has just died for Tylus. That's huge. Tylus is now without a General. You will see morale drop even more. He's actually starting to waver. We're going to see maybe another charge. Oh, just annihilate the poor unit. At least they're turning around to face the Cav. Getting a rear charge would be a lot worse. But there you go. Mass rout. Sava's General unit is back here. I'm pretty sure his General was already dead. And there you go. That is the battle. A costly victory for Carthage. We'll end the replay and have a look at the end results. This one was sent in by Butterfinger, who was playing as Carthage. 163 kills for his archers is very good. His cav getting 90 kills there at the end. Mercenary Noble Fighters getting 97 kills. And what else have we got? We've got Carthaginian Hoplites 65, okay. 107 actually with another. Libyan Infantry, 184 kills. 144 for another. And then his mercs, just, yeah, not getting that many kills. Then we have Luce Hankoli, who's playing as Nabatea. 248 kills with the Nabatean Noble Cavalry. 113 with the Eastern Giant Ballista here. 107 with Nabatean Heavy Archers. 118 with another. 107 with the Nabatean Axe Warriors. And what else you got? Yeah, these Axe Warriors. 109 here with another. 94 with the Thorax Pikes. Not too bad. Not too shabby. But yeah, these Axe Warriors not doing too great, but not doing awful either. Then we have Conquistador playing as Saba. I mean, his Archers, no surprise, can get insane kills. Only 64. His Desert Levy 5 kills. Poor guys. His Cav 39. Oof. Could have done so much more. 109 kills with this Mascat Marauder. 146 with another one here. 213 with the Mascat Marauder. Very nice. That's Mascat's Marauder spam. Sort of worked, but in the end did not work out enough. And then we have Lunastor playing as Tylus. 107 kills with his Oathsworn General. His Javi's getting 52 kills. His Slingers 78. His Celtic Warriors 95, the best one so far. 119. 228 with the Oathsworn. Actually, kind of surprising wasn't more. And then 108 with the Tribal Warriors, the best of the bunch there. But there you go, guys. That is today's siege battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you in the next one.